so today I have a makeup try-on for you guys. So these are all products that I have yet to try. I've never tried this brand before, and the brand is Catrice. I'm really excited to try these products. The brand is actually the sister brand of Essence, which is also sold at Ulta, and I love Essence, and a lot of people say that Catrice is actually better than Essence, so we're gonna find out today. So yeah, I picked up a bunch of things, enough to do like a full face of makeup. I did sloppily do my brows already just because I didn't purchase any brow products, although they do have a brow pencil. They also have like the brow powder, like mascara thing that you can wisp on your brows, and I believe that's all they have. I don't think that they have like a gel pot, but they have a lot of things. It was kind of overwhelming, but in a good way. And their lip products, I want them all. That's all I'm gonna say. And I'm sorry my voice is going, but I am getting a cold. Yeah, such is life, right? So if I look like a hot mess, that is why. So, okay, gotta just begin. Why am I whispering now? I'm going to start off with my eyes first. And I will have all of the prices like either listed on the video or down below, but the prices are really good. This is a drugstore brand. I believe that they started out in Germany and then worked their way to Canada and now here, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I'm so excited. So I'm gonna start off with my eyes. So I did already like peel off like this tape and everything like that, just so we can get the ball rolling. Yeah, so let's start off with eyeshadow first. So this is the Absolute Nude eyeshadow palette, and a lot of beautiful like everyday shades. I will say right off the bat that these colors are shimmery. There's like no mattes in this palette, but they're not overly shimmery either. So I think that they will work well once you like blend them out. So let's see pigmentation wise. So I'm just gonna take this brush here, and I'm doing a makeup try on, but all my brushes are dirty. But yep, I just was so eager to try this makeup on, so bear with me. And I just placed the concealer in my eye as a primer. So I'm just placing this shadow right here, this one right here, on my lid. So it does show up rather well. It's not super pigmented, but it's not like chalky or powdery either, which is nice. So I'm just gonna use that shadow for now. And then I'm going to take this beauty from Catrice. This is the Liquid Metal eyeshadow in the shade Nougat It Right, and it's number 90. And it's a beautiful, can you see that? A beautiful bronze shade. It is so gorgeous. So I believe that this is one of their like wet or dry shadows. It's like liquid metal. So let's try it out. I'm gonna take this brush here and place this right on my lid. I love like a beautiful sultry bronze on the lid. It makes for like a very boho chic kind of look. I believe that this would be probably a little bit better wet. I'm using this dry right now, but it is quite pigmented, which is nice. Again with this brush, and also place this in my crease. I have a ladybug flying in my room and it's driving me nuts. I hope it doesn't land on me or else I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna wet my brush a little bit just to amplify this color a little bit. Pop it on the lid. That really changes that up. I'm gonna mix these two shades right here, the lightest two shades, and apply this to my inner corner. That's really pretty. So I will say the lighter shades are kind of powdery. I mean, overall they are slightly, I guess, powdery. They're not super buttery, but I don't have a lot of fallout with them, surprisingly. So overall, so good. They work really well. They blend really nicely. Like I said, they are on the like shimmery side, but they do show up rather well. Really pretty. Okay, so now I'm gonna take this Catrice Long Lasting Eye Pencil. This is waterproof and it's in the shade Karate with Bronzely. I love their names, so clever. And this is the number 40. So this is, again, another bronze shade. And I'm just gonna apply this to my lower lash line, just smudge it out really nicely. It's a little hard at first, but as it warms up, it becomes much smoother. I wouldn't consider this a smudgy pencil though. It is waterproof, so waterproof pencils tend to be a little on the harder side and they just like stick to your skin. They don't really budge anywhere, but the color is beautiful. Let me just swatch it for you guys since it's probably hard to see on my lower lash line. But that is the color there. It is super shimmery, a beautiful, beautiful color. I love colors like this to enhance my brown eyes. Really, really pretty. So that is a beautiful color. Let me tell you guys, there was so many mascaras to choose from. I was kind of in mascara heaven. I didn't know which one to choose. I'm not really knowledgeable when it comes to Catrice mascaras. So I just went for it and I chose this one. This says, this is the Lashes to Kill with Black Diamond Powder. I didn't even read that part when I picked up this one, but it says with Black Diamond Powder and Carbon Black for ultra black lashes. So, okay, let's just open this up. So it is ultra black. That is why I chose this one. Okay, I like the bristle so far. It's not huge, nor is it really tiny, so it's medium. It's a fiber brush. I like this one a lot because it separates my lashes really, really nicely. It doesn't clump up my lashes, which is nice. This is definitely more of a drier mascara, which I love. I feel like liquidy mascaras tend to be quite heavy on my lashes and they don't hold a curl as good as a drier mascara. But I really like the overall effect. It's really, really pretty. So now on to the face. I'm really excited to try out their primer. This is the Prime and Fine. I believe that they had another one in a white tube. It's probably a mattifying primer if I remember correctly. But this one is the Healthy Look Primer and it gives you a wake up effect, a long lasting soft focus effect. So I'm really excited to try this. This sounds right up my alley. But this is basically a soft apricot primer with wake up effect, which instantly beautifies your skin for a fresh, natural, healthy glow. It does have a beautiful like apricot peachy kind of color to it. It smells really, really nice, guys. It smells like a really expensive skincare brand. It feels like a moisturizer. It doesn't feel silicone-y whatsoever. Wow, I'm really impressed. It seems to like moisturize my skin, but it has like a tacky sort of finish to it, which probably will make your makeup last a really long time. So super impressed by this, and I believe that this was like $8. One of the more expensive products, but still not really that expensive at all. So love it. Okay. So the next thing that I'm going to try, I'm also really excited about this because of my redness, but this is the Prime and Fine as well, but this is the Prime and Fine Anti-Red Cover Stick. So this is a soft green concealer. So it's like a chubby stick, and I love that you don't have to sharpen it, it just goes up or down. So I love that. So I'm just going to put this around my cheek area where I have most of my redness, especially around this area. A little bit right here. This seems really, really creamy. It seems like it would blend rather nicely. It smells, yeah, it smells like any average concealer. But yeah, so we're gonna blend this out. So the green is supposed to counteract the red. I've yet to find a product like this that actually works. My red blotchy skin always seems to come through my foundation, but we shall see. I'm actually gonna put some around my nose. My nose gets so red. This doesn't feel heavy at all on the skin. It feels very weightless. You can barely even notice that it's on your skin, so that's nice. I probably look crazy right now, but it will all come together, I hope. Okay, I don't want to blend this too much because then it probably will defeat the purpose. But yeah, okay. So now I'm going to apply my foundation. I'm actually really scared to try this foundation because it is a mattifying foundation. But this is the All Matte Plus Shine Control Makeup. So this is mattifying, long-lasting, and oil-free. It lasts up to 18 hours. At least that's what it claims. And mine is in the shade Sun Beige, 40 Sun Beige. Hopefully that matches me. It might be a tad bit dark. I really, really love the glass bottle and the fact that this is a pump. Just gonna start off with a little bit, just because this does claim to be mattifying. Overall, for a matte foundation, my dryness doesn't show up all too much. I mean, you can still see the texture of my skin, but it's not as bad as other matte foundations that I have tried, actually. It still feels like it has a hydrating component, even though it may be the primer, but it feels good on my skin. I have to wait till it settles, but it doesn't look bad on my skin, actually. I only put one layer of this, but I like the coverage. It's really, really nice. Actually was gonna put this guy before the foundation, but I totally forgot. But this is the concealer, and this is the Retouch Light Reflecting Concealer. And this is a hydrating concealer with light reflecting pigments. It diminishes shadows, fine lines, and signs of fatigue. So I am going to pop this right underneath my eyes. And this is in the shade Light Beige. Hopefully this is a good shade for me. This is one of those clickable concealers that takes a year to get the product up, but let's see what happens. There it is, okay. So I'm just going to pop this right below. Also right here around my nose area. So the color is nice, brightening. It's a little lighter than my skin tone. I think maybe my fingers are best. But I like it, it's very brightening. It's not thick, so I definitely would suggest using your fingers, or else the product would probably dissipate by using a brush. So just, you know, pat it in with your fingers to get the most worth out of the product. It's definitely not a cakey concealer. It's not a very pigmented concealer either. If you're purchasing this for blemishes, I would definitely say pass on it. But if you're purchasing it for the purposes of brightening your under eyes, then this is definitely a good one. They also have a good selection of blushes. I purchased the Illuminating blush in the shade I Am Nuts About You, and I Am Nuts About You. And this is in number 10. So this is a really beautiful, like, bronzy kind of shade with some peach in the center. So I'm just gonna mix this bad boy up and place this on my cheeks. This can also be probably used as a bronzer to give you like a nice bronzer effect. So I'm gonna use this to warm up my face as well. I didn't purchase a bronzer. I don't even know if I saw a bronzer, to be honest. Bronzer isn't like my favorite thing, so I may have missed it in their display. But yeah, this is beautiful. It has some shimmer running through it since this is a illuminating blush. So let's test this bad boy out. So definitely pigmented, really, really pretty. It's not like super shimmery actually once it goes on your cheeks. So you probably could use this to like warm up your face and it wouldn't look super, super shimmery. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so the next thing is the highlight, and this is the Illuminating highlighter pen. I wish I purchased the gold one instead of the pink, but I love pink highlighter, so that's why I went for this one. But this one is a liquid silver pink highlighter that creates a radiant complexion and silky soft glow. Dot and blend onto cheek and brow bones. So let's try this out. So this is another like clickable product. Woo! I got a lot there. So I'm just gonna use my finger. It's a really pretty, like, pale pink. Dot that onto my cheekbones. Whew. That is pretty, guys. But so intense. So you definitely want to blend this rather quickly because it sets and then you're in trouble. I actually don't mind that it's like a silver pink. I kind of enjoy very like bright highlights, like almost white. You could probably mix this in with your foundation as well and it would do some magic. Next is lips. That's the last thing. So let's do this. I was really intrigued by this. This looks just like, I believe it's the Catrice Lip Perfector, but this is the Beautifying Lip Smoother. And this is in the shade number 20 Apricot Cream. It's a beautiful pale peachy kind of color. And this is a lip balm for smooth lips that beautifies your lips with an intense shiny finish, and this also evens out your fine lines. And I believe the Catrice one does the same thing. So let's try those out. I don't think that this is going to provide a lot of color. It's just gonna make your lips look pretty. So there it is. It just makes your lips look 10 times better. It pales out my lips a little bit. I love this. They have two other shades. One that is slightly on the pinkier side and then one that is more nude. So I went with this one because this was the only one left, so I figured, well, it seems like everybody likes this one. So popularity won, and I really like it. And it's sweet, actually. Yeah, tastes nice. So now I'm going to try out the lip liner and this lipstick. Okay, so I'm gonna try on the lip liner first. The lip liners aren't the smoothest lip liners, but I guess that means that it's going to last longer. It's very close to my lips. Okay, so onto the lipstick. This has like a satiny, almost like velvet kind of feel to it. It's moisturizing though. I can't stop applying this. So my thoughts about this brand, overall I am really impressed. I like more of the products than I didn't like. So the products that I'm just like, ugh, I can do without. The shadows, they're not the most amazing thing. I have so many palettes and so many shadows in my collection that I feel like these would just kind of get lost in my collection because they're nothing amazing, they're nothing original. This is a beautiful color, the one that's on my lid. I do like these single shadows. I think that they are beautiful. For a drugstore brand, I think it's worth a shot trying these. They do have other amazing colors as well. I may pick up like the lighter, like inner corner shade. I believe it's like a gold, like a gold and silver, if I'm not mistaken. But this is a beautiful color. It's just nothing unique, you know what I'm saying? And I would say you don't really need this one either. The colors are pretty much all very similar. There's not a big difference between all these shades. So I don't think that you'll get like a very fully dimensional look if you use this palette. But yeah, and as you can see, they are quite powdery once the brushes get to them. So yeah, that's my thoughts. As for the foundation, I would say I wouldn't repurchase this foundation only because I do still see some of my drier texture once it really settles down and becomes less tacky. I don't think with the first layer though that it's like full coverage or anything like that. I would consider this a matte foundation but more of a medium coverage. I think that if you layered like a second layer, it may be a little bit cakey. I do think for a matte foundation that this is pretty good considering that I do have very dry skin. It doesn't look horrible, but I do have other products that are better, so it's not something that I would repurchase. I do think that this is a little dark on my skin. I do think that once it settles, it does oxidize a little bit. So that's my thoughts about that. The rest of the products I really love. I love the highlighter. I think it's beautiful. I do think that e.l.f. has a similar one though. I do love the green concealer stick. I think it works really, really nice. It definitely even out my skin. And I like this concealer for my under eyes. I think it's quite brightening, but it's still natural. But my favorite products would definitely have to be these three right here. I'm only going to pick up the rest of these shades. I think that this looks so beautiful on the lips. It plumps up your lips. It makes them just look nice and healthy and juicy. I love it. And then the mascara. This is one of the best mascaras that I have tried in such a long time. I don't really have any lashes, and these do a little something to my lashes, so I really like this. I don't know how it will work once it gets a little bit more drier, but fresh, new from the tube, I really like this formula. And the primer definitely has to be my favorite. I just love the feeling of this primer. I love the color of this primer. I think that this is an amazing primer if you have dry skin, if you have unbalanced skin. I love everything about it. I definitely agree that this gives you a nice like wake up effect, a nice healthy kind of look to your skin. It's hydrating at the same time and it's balancing, so I really, really, really like this. I feel like it also has like a tacky kind of consistency that will help your makeup last a very long time, so this is amazing. So I definitely would give this an A. I really do enjoy the Catrice products that I've tried, and I'm definitely looking forward to trying some more. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this makeup try on, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.